What is going on at Microsoft lately? It seems like they're improving just about everything across the board, and it's so weird to me to see them embrace the past at a time where many others are not embracing anything. So I want to get right into today's topic because I feel like Microsoft isn't getting enough credit for this. One of the things that I thought was very interesting was the fact that Microsoft added, even though I'm not interested in it because obviously I have no way to use cloud anything, to be honest with you. But Microsoft added this incredible thing, which is called AntStream Arcade, right? 1,400 retro games have been added, and this is something that is basically a retro game streaming service, and it's available on Xbox thanks to Phil Spencer's involvement and things like that. He's a very big proponent of this. Obviously, it helps them sort of pass some of the legal barriers, but that's not what this is about. Embracing the past at a time where I believe it was said something like 75% of games before 2010 aren't available to play right now, which is just insane. And one of the reasons why I collect so many games, like people often look at me and go, hey, why do you collect so many games? And one of the reasons is preservation and things like that. Games won't be always available. So when I look and I see I've got a box full of Sega Genesis games, I'm thinking, most of those games aren't available to play today, otherwise outside of the Sega Genesis. So even though I love Game Pass, I've been kind of getting back into collecting. So what I'll do is usually say something's first party. And even if it's something that maybe I particularly don't like, and I'll give you a good example of this. The new Prey game that came out, I think, in 2017 or 2018. I bought a copy of that. Of course, it's available in Game Pass, but I bought a physical copy as well. I like to buy the physical copies of games. I think that is a smart thing to do. I love doing that, and listen, this is even more improvements from Microsoft. They're fixing matchmaking on 360 games. This is leading to an increase. Trust me, I'm not a huge Reddit guy, but and I don't go under the name Crap Gamer or anything like that. But I am part of that, and I like the Xbox 360 Reddit because it's so nostalgic, and there's posts in there every day, and these people are very much love the console, and they're always talking about, which console to get and which consoles they have in their collections and things like that. But Microsoft has improved matchmaking now, not only with the Call of Duty, but with Gears of Wars as well. Recently, Microsoft made some back-end changes to how the Xbox 360 era Call of Duty matchmaking worked, and the successful tweak brought thousands of players back in droves, hundreds of thousands even. However, the move doesn't appear to have been elusive to the Call of Duty or exclusive to the Call of Duty series, as players are beginning to see improvements with other classic Xbox 360 era franchises. The old Gears of War games have been a little hit and miss in recent years. Of course, when it comes to online play, overall they seemed easier to work with than much of the Call of Duty library from the era, but it could be tough to find matches, especially on the original Gears of War. Now users are beginning to report that more and more servers are starting to crop back up when matchmaking is online. According to this, classic Call of Duty titles Gears of War 1 through 3, Shadowrun, and more are receiving matchmaking and server fixes by Xbox during the last few weeks. Now, it's hard to 100% confirm the nature of what has actually changed, but we can say that finding matches on Gears, even Gears 1, does seem to have improved. In the last few years, the 2006 title has appeared all but dead online when searching for games, but according to this site, which is Pure Xbox, they hopped on in the morning and quite easily found a couple of player matches and servers that are well populated, and now we're seeing people talk about online the ability to go out there and jump in with your friends. People are organizing times to go and play. And you know what? Listen, I get it, right? Oh, Xbox, I get the jokes. Oh, Xbox, because they don't have anything else to play, so people are playing. No. Gamers come in all different ages and all this, nostalgia is a great thing. And for me, I like the newer Call of Duties, the Modern Warfares and the whatnots, but the originals were so much better and just easier. Small maps, choke points, the game modes, the classes, the guns, everything just seemed to work. And so people like to go back and play those games because we all have such great memories of that. And same thing with like Gears of War. I'm not going to totally knock Gears of War and go, oh, well, it's total garbage or anything like that. I'm not the biggest fan. Like, I thought Gears 4 was okay. You know, for a start, they played it very safe. I didn't like the DB bots or whatever. Gears 5, I still haven't beat that game. Right? Like, imagine me, the person that has a Gears of War tattoo on his body, hasn't beaten Gears of War 5. Now, there's many reasons for this, not to get too much into it, but I did not like the fact that, and people go, oh, well, get over it or whatever, but I'm just being honest, dude. When I first played Gears of War on the Xbox 360, like, that was it. Yeah, it's like the dude bro guys or whatever, and people kind of made fun of it, but it was awesome. And now it's like everything's toned down, the characters are toned down, they're not over the top. You have this female lead, listen, a large percentage of Gears players have actually, or a larger percent than people would imagine, were female players, but I just didn't like the way that they kind of treated Marcus, and they kind of treated the other character, and the rest of them, Dell and Kate, and they just all seem terribly boring, to be honest with you. But I did kind of enjoy the DLC that came out for that game, and I think they are on the right path. But the fact that you can now go back and play some of these old games, I think is absolutely incredible. As they have recently kind of discussed in recent months, Gears 3 still has a top choice for some online Gears Mayhem at this site, and the title has seen improvements in recent weeks as well. General matchmaking has been smoother with the 2011 title, as you'd expect, but the back-end Gears 3 servers were improved recently to fix low XP rates and reapply more recent balance patches that were incorrectly reverted. As for Gears 2, there hasn't been much experience on that one that people can really speak of for the 2008 sequel, but fans are suggesting that all three games have been improved and may be well worth a visit or a revisit in 2023 if you'd like to play with some of the classics. Of course, on your modern Xbox consoles through backwards compatibility with some FPS boosts, and I think Gears 2 is even native 4K. They did some of those fixes. I think that Microsoft should go ahead and do the, continue to work on the backwards compatibility. I know some people think it's worthless, but I think even as you go further along with, more Xboxes and stuff, it'll get people more involved. Like, you can't dispute it. Now, I don't know how, is Xbox going to win an NPD because you can play old Call of Duties? I don't know, but I do know that more people are definitely picking up Xboxes, and there are various places around the world that have sold out of Xboxes. Now, obviously you see the other side of that, and a lot of PlayStation fans don't want to hear it, and they'll look up on their thing and they'll go, look, it's not sold out. But I have seen in various instances where you can't buy them, or you have to buy the bundle version of it or something along those lines. So, again, it is nice to see that Microsoft is always thinking about the future, but also, preserving the past. I think that's equally important for everybody. So let me know what you guys think. Are you going to head back to the servers? Let me know, because I would actually love to play with some of you guys. If you're interested, you can hit me up. Thanks for watching. Rack 'em up. Crap Gamer out.